ask you a question to begin with. How many of you know someone who's over 65 years old? Okay, pretty much everybody. If you know someone who's over 65 years old, you are actually a very rare person in the history of the world. And the reason for that is this. 2/3 of all the people who have ever reached 65 years old in the history of the world are living today. 2/3. What does that mean to us? It means that living longer is a brand new thing. And we are profoundly unprepared for what it means to live longer. So what did we do? We created this crazy thing called retirement. Otto von Bismarck invented retirement in 1889. When the average German died at the age of 48, he said, if you live to 70, we'll take care of you. We jumped on the bandwagon in 1935 and said, if you live to 60, we'll take care of you, when the average American was dying, or 65, when the average American was dying at 58. Not a real great deal. But we didn't know what to do with this. Why did we do this? Why did we create retirement? Because in the industrial age, physical work required younger people, and the old folks weren't able to keep up. So we had to figure out a way to get them out of the way. The problem with that is that they don't want to be out of the way. 75% of people who are working today tell surveyors that they plan to work through retirement as long as they can. And only 15% are working through retirement to supplement their existing income. These people have figured something out. The industrial age taught us to make money. You give me your time and I will give you some money. And it was a trade-off of one for the other. But they figured out that it's not about making money. They've been put out to pasture. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. They put them out to pasture and they came back. Because they're not done. We're made to make meaning. We're not made to make money. I would suggest to you that you will never be able to do this comfortably, to actually retire and go away. You're going to want to continue to do something that creates significance in the world around you. And that's a fundamental assumption I'm going to make today, that we are all made to do and to be something significant all of our lives, not just for 2/3 of them. To be done at 65 and coast through to 90, 95, I don't think we're made to be that way. We're made to do and to be something significant all of our lives. So what does that mean for work? Why are we in business? I would suggest that the industrial age taught us that we're in business to make money. And my book is called Making Money is Killing Your Business for a reason. Because I believe that making money is not an empowering vision. That if you want to make a lot of money, you have to have something bigger to live for. And I would suggest to you that one of the reasons we own a business is to build an ideal lifestyle. It's one of the main reasons. What is an ideal lifestyle? I think it replaces retirement. I'm going to challenge you today to stop thinking about quitting when you're 65. And instead, get to wherever you wanted to be at 65. Get there at 60 or 55 or 40 or 30. And do it in 3 to 5 years. We'll challenge you to do that. What does it take to, what does it take to build an ideal lifestyle? There's 3 great resources in life. One is energy. That comes from inside you. And then there's 2 great external resources, time and money. Which one did the industrial age teach you your business was supposed to give you? Money. I would like you to challenge your business to start working for you and to give you both time and money, not just money. Without time and money, you cannot create the significance in the world around you want. If you've got time and you've got no money, you're likely not to make a big wake in the world around you. If you've got a lot of money and you've got no time, do you really want somebody else creating that significance for you because you don't have time to do it? What about your family? What about your friends? Good old what's her name that you're married to? We need to figure this out. We need to figure out how to get time and money from our business, not just money. The industrial age lied to us. The assumption was that if you make money, meaning will follow. If I make $1 million, I'll just be happy. It'll all work out, right? It doesn't work that way. We have to pursue relentlessly both time and money. And you should be requiring of your business to give you both time and money. We think that in order to do that, you need a big why. We call these the 4 building blocks of a business. We won't go through all 4 of them today. But a big why is the first building block for building a business that makes meaning, not just money. Most business owners spend more time planning a 2-week vacation than they have ever spent asking themselves, why am I in business? Why is the most important, least asked question in business? And I would suggest to you, unless you have a why, we call it the big why. Unless you have a big why, you're not likely to make a lot of money. Because otherwise you're being pulled along by little whys. I need a mortgage, it's survival mode, I need to pay stuff. But if you have a big why, all the little stuff is just bumps along the way. How many of us have a big why? How many of us have actually said, why am I in business? What's the end game? What do I want out of this? What do I personally want out of being in this business? In the Fortune 500, there's 28 companies that have raised their hand and said, we are not about making money. Which is interesting, right? Because they're supposed to be in the business of making money for their investors. That's what it's all about. These guys said, nope. If you invest with us, you have to understand we are not about making money. We're about something bigger than that. Those 28 companies average 1,072% above the standard Fortune 500 company in terms of their profitability. 4 times what Jim Collins called a great company. If you want to make a lot of money, get a big why. That's fundamental. So what are you doing here? What are you doing in this world that will help you use your business to build your ideal lifestyle in support of your lifetime goals to get where you want to go? Your ideal lifestyle is not, I need a house and $10 million. That's not your ideal lifestyle. Why do you need the money? Why do you need the house? What are you going to do with that? How are you going to use those to make an impact in the world around you? Then we need to figure out where we are in business. In order to be able to build a business that makes meaning, not just money, we need to figure out where are we. We developed the 7 stages of business. Startup, that's easy. Survival, second stage is survival. That's when you're bleeding. There's more money going out than coming in. That's why it's red. Stage 3 is stability. You're finally breaking even. Stage 4 is what the industrial age taught us was nirvana. See, making money is about what business is about. And your objective is to build a business that makes you money. And so stage 4 is where 95% of almost all businesses end up. They quit at stage 4 because that's what it was about. You can make millions of dollars and never get out of stage 4 because you're missing one of the 2 great resources in life. A business owner who gets to stage 5 is going to do it differently. In stage 4, it's about stability. And there's 3 things that the industrial age taught us to get out of stage 4. Safety, security, and stability. My mother taught me these things. She was part of the greatest generation. She came out of the Great Depression. And she taught me, Chuck, all you need is safety, security, and stability. Safety, live in the suburbs. Don't live with the icky people downtown. And security, get a big wad of cash in the bank. And stability, every day should look the same. If you can get those 3 things, you have reached nirvana. The problem is, where are those on Maslow's hierarchy? They're at the bottom. But see, my mom was looking up at the bottom. She didn't have safety, she didn't have security, and she didn't have stability. So those were good things for her to teach me. But there's something else to go to. In stage 5, in a stage 5 business, stage 4 business, all you get is money, which creates safety, security, and stability. In a stage 5 business, you're going to get both time and money, and that allows you to go after the new S, the 4th S, the postmodern S, which is significance. To be able to create a business that makes meaning, not just money. In my first 5 businesses, I bought the industrial age lie. I chased money. And I found out a very valuable thing. You get what you intend, not what you hope for. And I intended to make money. I intended to work hard and I make money. And gee, what a surprise, I got both of them. I got hard work and some money. But I never got what I hoped for. I hoped it would all work out. You get what you intend, not what you hope for. So we turned it on its head in this business. In the 6th business, we simply intended to do something different. We intended to build a business that would give us time and money so that we could create significance in the world around us. I decided that my business had to give me both, that it was going to produce money and it was going to produce time as well, and we were going to graph them both. This year I spent this amount of time on the business, and next year I'm going to spend that amount. And the business is going to continue to grow. We now have business owners all around the world in what we call 3 to 5 clubs, fulfilling this concept. And we call it getting a business maturity date. In 3 to 5 years, from wherever you are, we say from the printing of a business card, you can build a business that gives you both time and money, gets you to at least stage 5. Haven't found a business yet where we can't do this. So I decided to drink my own Kool-Aid. If I said it can be done in 3 to 5 years, I split the difference and said I'll do it in 4. And from the printing of a business card to 4 years later, February 18th, 2011, 10 a.m. We decided that in 4 years, we would have a business that would make money while we're on vacation or doing something else significant with our lives. And that time would be February 18th, 2011, 10 a.m. And in my book on page 59, I say, why 10 a.m.? I said, because at 10 a.m., I'm going to turn this business over to my staff to run. And we're going to go to New Zealand for a month, because it's my wife's dream vacation. We're going to New Zealand for a month. We're going to turn the business over to my staff to run. The next paragraph is pretty important. It says, oh, by the way, at the writing of this book, I don't have any staff. But that's not important because I knew what I wanted. I was intending to build a business that would make money while I was gone. And sure enough, on February 18th, 2011, we turned the business over to our staff. We went to New Zealand for a month. It ran without us. It made money without us. And we came back, and it was working without us. And now, as a result of that, my goal, my objective was to get what I call a day a week a month, and a month a year, where I could get up in the morning and say, what do I want to do today? I think I'll go to Africa and help solve poverty. I think I'll go to Atlanta and talk to business owners. What do I want to do today? Every Friday, the last week of every month and a month a year, I get up in the morning and say, what do I want to do today? And we have the time and the money to be able to do something with it. Now, I went through 5 businesses and couldn't figure that out. So am I any smarter than I was the first 5? Nope. I just changed my intention. You get what you intend, not what you hope for. The problem with this is that too many of us are still buying off in the industrial age lie. The people who came into the workforce from about 1945 to 1965, in between my generation, which is called the baby boomers, and my mother's generation, which was called the greatest generation. Do you know what that generation in between is that entered the workforce at the peak of the industrial age? This is the great human product of the industrial age. Do you know what those people are called? It's the most condemning demographic label I could think of. They're called the silent generation. Shut up, sit down, don't make waves, go out quietly. Be a company man, we'll take care of you, and at 65, we'll stick a fork in you and you're done. Give you a gold watch and you can go coast the rest of your life. And that is the great human product of the industrial age. We got a lot of great toys out of the industrial age, but we got some really bad business culture. And this is one of them. I don't think we want to go out that way. No retirement, no going out to pasture, no puff of smoke. I think we should accelerate right through this thing and keep having fun and go out as fast as we can. Go out in a blaze of fire. You have no idea when this is going to end. Keep going. Every day more significant than the last. Build a business maturity date for yourself. Decide when you're going to do this, 3 to 5 years from now, and get after it. Then build on it and keep going. Now, some of you are going to be saying, this can't be done. Well, we have business owners in China, in Africa, in Europe, and here in America who have decided that it's just a matter of changing their intention. Rather than asking their business to just give them money, they're going to ask their business to give them time and money. And gee, what a surprise. They're getting it on 4 continents. These folks are doing this. The question is, can you? And I'll leave you with this principle. We call it the 1,000 to 1 principle. You're probably sitting there saying, well, my business is unique. I'm different. You're special. You're lucky. You're smart. No, I'm no different than I was for the first 5 businesses. I'm the same guy. I just changed my intention. I decided I would do it differently. And you can do this as well. But the problem is, you're going to list all 1,000 ways that you can't do this. And I'll add to the list. You get done, I'll add to it, because I've been through this. There's 1,000 reasons, 1,000 ways in which you cannot build a business in 3 to 5 years that allow you to get time and money. We've only covered maybe 15 or 20. We've discovered 15 or 20 ways that someone can actually get off the treadmill and build a business that makes time and money. There aren't that many. The question is, how many do you need? You only need 1. If you focus on the 1,000 ways you can't do this, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out how not to do this. If you focus on the one way, figure out one way to get off the treadmill, create a business that makes meaning, and put yourself in a position where you have time plus money to equal significance, you'll figure that out. Henry Ford said this, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You're right. Focus on the one way. that you can do this. I'll leave you with this. Someday your life might flash before your eyes. If it does, make sure it's worth watching. Live significantly. Build a business that in 3 to 5 years that allows you to live significantly. Grab something and run toward it with everything you've got, and do it the rest of your life, because life is too short to be little. Thank you.